Hey, look, bottom line, it's Week 15. It's a legal formation, and it's your favorite cousins. Garrett and Rob back for Week 15 picks. Cousin, I'm impressed, dude. You're 33-29 overall. The streak continues, man.
Yeah, hanging above 500.
In the bettors world, Luke, that's Hall of Fame numbers. This guy is out of control. They don't call him the G Money for nothing. Meanwhile, Luker, I'm at 500, brother. 31-31. I got ups and downs, baby. Gutters and strikes. I'm in trouble all the time, Luke. I go on these wild manic waves. Talk to me, G, about last week and who kicked our teeth in or broke our heart. I've got number one. I got one for you, but tell me who from last week just broke our hearts.
Well, I mean, I think we got to go with the Dolphins. They were favored by 6.5. They win by 6, so we kind of got gypped with that one half a point there. So yeah, that was a tough one. And then the Thursday night, I was happy that Green Bay covered at the 3.5. That was close, but in my favor on that one. So
you're reading
half points here and there make all the difference,
dude. Between Miami, Kansas City, right, and then freaking Cincy. If Cincy doesn't score that late touchdown, I get clipped again on the most craziest freaking block punt shenanigans you've ever saw, man.
I was going to mention to you this morning, if that guy doesn't block the punt, we don't win last night either.
Dude, so. I'm going nuts. Wifey doesn't understand what's going on. She thinks we're winning. I'm telling her we're losing. I told her the Finns just absolutely ripped my heart out with that half point. But also to the fans at home, do we know how that actually happened? Yeah, it's because they scored 6 on the first possession of overtime, so we didn't get the extra point, which means although the Finns win, Rob and Garrett lose on the spread. You can't make it up. That's the excitement that we're bringing every week, Luker.
That's what happens when you gamble. That's why it's a gamble.
That's the big boy land. All right, G-Unit, take us away this week. Week 15, we're opening up with a tough one. Rams at Niners, and the Niners giving away 2.5 at home, huh?
Yeah, we got some stumpers this week. Some teams that are hard to make out
hate this game.
what they really are. But yeah, this is a tough one as well. I don't really like making a side here. I mean, the 49ers cleaned Chicago's clock, but that wasn't too hard to do. But they still have some injuries that they're dealing with, the 49ers. And, I think just the Rams are just a good team. Like, they're in every game. They play close.
Stafford couldn't throw the ball any better last game. I mean, the guy spinned it. I mean, to take down Allen at home, guy lights it up. The guy couldn't miss, bro. He was hitting everybody.
Yeah, so with how much we respect the Rams coaching and the quarterback, if they're getting 2.5 points, I'm taking the Rams at the 49ers. And, it's a close game. Don't know what's going to happen, but I would put my money behind the Rams on this one.
This is tough for me because I'm not sure Brock, where does he fit in for the Niners? Is he 100% healthy? Is he still? I tried to do a little research. Couldn't get much from the reports of, exactly if they can let this guy go. I know Stafford lit it up, but it's at home. They're not in a dome, Luker, for the Rams. That scares me. They're outside. They're playing in a hostile environment. But newsflash, Luker, I'm going Rams too. I think Stafford looked too good. I think they got a little bit of momentum that they can make a run. What was the wide receiver kid as big as a tight end playing out of his mind?
Puka.
Cooper Kupp's getting healthy. I'm with you, cousin, with the upset. Going Rams for week 1. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, moving on from Thursday to Sunday, the early game, 1 o'clock. We got Miami at Houston.
3.
And Houston is favored by 3.
Oof.
So
I got to be honest.
Take this one first.
I don't like it. I want to root for Miami every time, but I don't like the stutter steps that I'm seeing from the Finns. I think they go into the Texans. Texans are playing for playoff spots. I didn't like what I saw against Green Bay. I think 3 is not enough at home. I think the Texans got it together. I'm taking Texans at home, even spotting the Cheetah 3.
All right, then we have opposite picks here because I'm going with the Dolphins. The Texans are giving up a lot of pressure to Stroud, and I think the Dolphins defense is starting to come around a little bit.
Yeah.
Sealer up front, Calais Campbell is a timeless stud in the middle.
Yeah.
So they're playing better. They can pressure Stroud. And, the Texans aren't quite living up to the hype that they had from last year.
Agreed.
I heard on a couple betting podcasts that some of the major players are kind of down on Houston this year. So, Miami's talking about Houston fighting for a playoff spot. I mean, the Dolphins they lose, they're out. So
Lifeline.
I think they're going to keep it close. They could possibly win. So I'll take the 3 points, and I'll take the Dolphins.
Mark it down. Luke, Cousins are splitting. Also, as we all know, we're taking our lines early. We take them from a Hard Rock bet. Tampa, Miami, that's why. And also, we've probably lost a handful of games. The lines change. We take them at the worst position, the toughest place to pick them. Not saying it's an excuse, but hey, still betting 500 over here, folks.
Yeah. And it'll be in a dome as well, so no Green Bay frigid temperatures, no snow. So
True.
the speed will hopefully pay off.
They just scared me, man, against Green Bay. I thought they would have came out there and handled their business a little bit easier against Aaron Rodgers. I thought they could have.
Oh, you mean the Jets?
Yeah, that's why the Finns scared me on this one.
Yeah.
I thought with that performance that they had against the Jets, I don't know, man. Something stunk on me. I'll probably get beat. I always do. So.
All right. Sunday afternoon.
I hate to do it.
We got a good one.
I hate to do it.
Tampa Bay.
It hurts.
Bucks.
It hurts.
At the Chargers. The Bucks are rolling. Baker Mayfield. The only thing that can stop him is himself if he turns it over. But they're playing great. Running game's great.
You called it.
They've got a nice win streak going. So what do you
Big
think
Bake
on this
offense goes 420 total yards, 3 turnovers is the Achilles heel, 2 picks, 1 fumble. But I like what I see, right? 152 yards on the ground. They're running that rock, running back by committee. They're all stepping up. White doing his thing. Passing first downs by Bake, stole 13, finds Evans. What I don't understand by the Buccaneers, boy, they can get hot and they can get cold. 14 in the first corner, donuts for 2 and 3, and then come roaring back to put it away in the fourth quarter with another 14. But not so fast. We're on a heater. We've won like our last whatever handful of games. We're knocking people down. Now we're getting on the plane. We're going to cross country. We're going to play a team that plays extremely fast. You know what I mean? They got Herbert that's absolutely spinning it. The guy's had some strong games lately, some close knockout, dragouts going back to the Ravens game. He's playing exceptionally well. I don't think they let the Bucs come in at 425 and smack them around. I hope the Bucs win, but I don't think they cover the 3. I'm going Chargers at home.
Yeah, I
hate to do it, by the way.
Yeah,
nauseous.
I hate to do it too because I like the way the Bucs are playing. They're tough. They're never out of it. One of the more fun teams to watch in the NFL this year for sure. But the Chargers have a good defense. Tampa's been a little loose with the ball, even though they're putting up yards. So maybe if the Charger defense kind of slows them down a little bit, and if they can get a turnover or so, that would be looking good for them. And Tampa's defense has been bend but don't break.
Yeah.
But you just wonder if these injuries and the style of play, how long can it last before they actually
It's
do
tough to get on the plane, dude. Go
break,
from Tampa to all the way across country.
Yeah, so I'm with you on that one. I'm thinking Chargers, but I would not be upset if the Bucs win.
Hey, we'll take the win, and if we, spread doesn't go our way, then hey, we'll take it. All right, here we go.
Yep. All right, Sunday night. Moving into Sunday night, we have Green Bay at Seattle. This is a tough one.
Luker.
These are a lot of stumpers on this
Luker,
week.
have you seen what they've done to us here, Luke? They gave, for the first time, the visiting team 3 points. So, Seahawks +3 at home. So, does that change your opinion a little bit? But gee, going to play in a hostile environment. We're in Seattle. It's kind of crazy. The freaking Pack staying hot. Well, the Seahawks, the real deal. They run it. They throw it. But they also are flying under the radar. Not a lot of hype. They're not Green Bay. They're not the big teams. You know what I mean? They're not, the Lions getting all the love in the conference. So, Luker, how do you feel about this? Packers, Seahawks. Who do you like here?
I like birds.
Like birds. So you're going Seahawks. For that reason alone, folks, I'm going Packers. On the road, giving up 3, laying the 3. I'm taking the Pack G. I think the Packers have shown exceptional football. I think the Seahawks are playing well, man, but they're not dominating, and I just don't think that they're at that upper echelon yet.
We'll have to check Wikipedia, but I'm pretty sure a Seahawk is not a real bird. But
How do you feel about that, Luke?
But they think they are birds, though, but it's not a real bird. Anyway, as much as I've been on Green Bay and talking them up this year, I do think they're one of the best teams in the NFC. I kind of like what I saw from Seattle last week against Arizona. Arizona's been playing good, and Seattle stood their ground against them and played well.
They're getting 3 at home.
Geno Smith he's throwing a lot. Their running game started to come back last week. So, yeah, hostile environment. The 12th man and everything. So,
crazy
the
stadium.
home dog situation, it's hard for me to
with
pass on
points?
Seattle
With
getting
points?
3 points. So I'm on the Seahawks. Maybe the Packers for a little bit of a letdown from their recent hot
wins.
streak. So yeah,
Makes sense. It's
like
tough
Seattle
at
home.
+3 at home to not go against them. I just think the Packers are playing for more. But that's all right. Luke, now here's the tough one going to the G Money. We got Vikings, Bears at Minnesota, 6.5 on the spread. Does that scare you at all with the Bears starting to score points? Can they hang in there? Or did you see enough from the Vikings last week where they're dropping dimes, Jefferson all over the place and air it out? But can they keep doing that every week? Letdown game or on the Monday nighter at, what's that, 8 o'clock? We got 2 Monday nighters?
Yep.
Sheesh. Do the Vikings handle their business and not let somebody come up there and dismantle them?
Yeah, it's a tough one because the Vikings defense is giving up a ton of yards, but it's not showing
Saw
up
that.
because they're getting a ton of turnovers also. So will their turnover luck kind of continue against Chicago?
6.5, dude.
Yeah, and that was the only reason I would pick the Bears is just because maybe the Vikings defense just kind of runs out of luck. But I just haven't seen enough from Chicago with the rookie quarterback kind of really historically struggling. I think some of his numbers are pretty bad. And
Padded.
they fired the coach. And I think the Vikings have the ability to put up points. I mean, some of the plays last week against Atlanta were pretty sweet. So, yeah, I'm on the Vikings. They can win by a touchdown. It could still be a close game, and then they pull away at the end. 27-20 game gets us there.
7
so,
gets it done.
Yeah, so I'm on Minnesota. I'm just got to pick the better team here. I don't trust Chicago even getting 6.5
At
points,
home,
so.
Luke. Minnesota, tough place to play. Loud. Garrett hit the nail on the head for me, buddy. And that's 7. All they got to do is air it out. 1 touchdown, they cover the spread. If it was a little bit more than that, concerned. Bears are putting up points, not enough. I'm taking Vikes at home, even giving up 6.5.
Yep.
Bum, 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 bum.
Then our doubleheader Monday night
Ugly.
brings us to kind of both these games are kind of rough, but Falcons, who are struggling bad, fell out of first place. Bucs are now there. And the Raiders,
NFC South.
who probably one of the worst teams in the league. So,
But quarterback issue now.
yeah,
Even worse.
what's your thought process here?
Thought process is I would have, if the quarterback wouldn't have gone down, I forgot the backup kid's name who turned his leg around, but he's out. So now they've taken the third string kid who came in, Rattler or whatever, against the Bucs at the end, and they pulled him off of somebody else's practice squad.
Yeah.
At this point, even with 4.5, Monday night game, I think Cousins has to go in there and tell the team, hey, we got to stop this kid. You're going to see him hand the ball off a lot, run through the tackles. They're going to see that the Bucs put up 150 on the ground. I think you're going to see that same playbook. I think without a starting quarterback in this league, man, it's too much on Monday night. I think both teams get up for it, but the Falcons understand that they are playing for their life. They know that the Bucs are going to go in there and play a tough game on the road at Chargers. They know they've got to win. So I think you stack all of that. Although Cousins stopped lighting it up, first half of the year was doing really well. He's better than the pundits want to give him. I think he goes in there, handles business. 4.5 is an intriguing line on that. But you got to figure they can put at least 6 on them, take the W, and that's where I'm at. I'm Falcons on the road.
Yeah, I'm with you because I think it is an opportunity for the Falcons to right the ship, kind of get out of this hole they've kind of dug themselves into. Good opportunity, bounce back game for Cousins. You get a chance to play the Raiders, who are just kind of really stinking it up this year. And their new quarterback, Ritter, I think it is, for the Raiders. He's been there less than a month.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he's going to
Barely
get
knows the playbook, man.
prepared to go against a team that's, above average in the Falcons, even though their record's been poor the last few weeks. They're still
They
a
can
good
beat
team.
you.
And
Bottom line, they can beat you, dude. They got the giant tight end. They got the running back that can do it. Cousins, if he gets hot, can air it out. So, I think people throw away, the Falcons pretty easy just because they give up games that they should win. But if you look at the tape in the first quarter of the year, man, people were like, they're going to run away with the NFC South.
Oh, and they were 6-3. It looked like the Bucs could never catch them.
Yeah.
And now
Dominant.
the script has totally flipped. That's the NFL for you. But wow.
Luke, what's the saying for today's show? Okay.
How you do anything is how you do everything.
Boom. Speaking of which, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, week 15. G, let me give you a recap. We're both taking the Rams at Niners with the 2.5. We're going to split the Sunday 1 o'clock game. You're taking Fins at Houston. I'm taking Houston at home, even though I'm giving up 3 points on
And
that
Houston's
one.
been killing you this year.
I know.
Every time,
Every
they
time
play.
I pick them, I shouldn't do it. I'm going to blame Luke. It doesn't matter. Bucks Chargers breaking my heart with Chargers favored by 3. Packs at Seahawks. Nobody knows if a goddamn Seahawk or gosh darn Seahawk is a bird or not. That's how we're making picks on this game, which is crazy. Rob's taking Pack. G's taking the Hawks at home. Probably the smartest play, but I'm smelling upset, even though Packers are favored, so I don't know if that's really an upset. Bears Vikings. We don't think the Caleb kids got enough. We think the Vikings can put up at least 7 with Darnold and Jefferson rocking it, and then ultimately no letdown for Falcons on the second Monday Night Football game. Do I got this right, Luker?
That's right. That's a legal formation.
That's what we call Week 15. If there's anything we learned today, Luke, it's we're not real sure if Seahawk is a bird or not. What say you, Luke?
Find out week 16.
Yeah, stay post. This is where you come for your news, folks. Anyway, that's legal formation. Week 15, tough games to pick. Thanks to our friends at the Hard Rock Bet. They never make it easy for us. Take it away, Luker.
Throw up a picture of the Seahawk mascot. I think it is a bird.
Oh.
The mascot's a bird.
Oh, the mascot.
But what I'm saying is I don't think a Seahawk is an actual bird.
We think it's a hawk that has a horse head, so it's
It's like an
half,
osprey.
It's a half bird.
Horse head?